Beware. Beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, your guardian of the First Amendment, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Tuesday morning. I hope everyone, friend and foe, had a good holiday weekend. It's amazing, isn't it? Somebody must be, if there is a God, he must be pissed off at us here in the Metro East. Everybody had fireworks lined up for Saturday and Sunday and some Monday, and it rained like a son of a bitch all 3 days. Now today, Tuesday, everybody's back to work, and I'll give you the weather report. It's sunny, it's nice. Not like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but hey, that's the way it is. That's the way it is in the big city. Lines are always open. Toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. We are America's voice of freedom, the Patriot. And see, we're like Star Trek. We go where no man dares to go, and I don't give a damn. So let me tell all you people, friend and foe, this is Bob Romanik. When I tell you I don't give a damn, take it to the bank, because I don't. Some people say they give a damn. Some people say they don't. And most people that say they don't do. When I say I don't, I don't. So you don't like me, you don't have to like me. I understand that. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make a difference. And I think we're going to make a difference come this election. I think there's going to be a hell of a difference. Now, we're by far... Well, I can't say we're. The candidates on the Republican ticket that we're running on. See, people understand we're not really Republicans on that Republican ticket. They had this ass-wiped, stupid, ignorant son of a bitch that they called the St. Clair County Republican chairman, Doug Jamison. He comes down from Springfield. And I'm going to give you a little... See, you get the underbelly here. You can read the News Democrat. You can read the Post-Dispatch. And they've got fluff stories. And all they do, they write editorials, they write news articles. They don't give a damn how interesting it is, how important it is to society. They just need something to wrap all their ads around. And as you guys know, we don't have a lot of ads here because we don't want a lot of ads because we're not going to kiss anybody's ass to get ads, and we're not going to be nice to people to get ads because, once again, we don't give a damn. You'll never, ever find a more controversial radio station than Insane Broadcasting Group. You can check all over the dial. You'll find a lot more interesting, I'm sure. Well, if you heard a frog farting, it'd probably be more interesting than my show, but that's okay. See, it's America. I'll say what I want. I'll do what I want when I want, as long as I don't hurt anybody physically along the way. Now, mentally, I may hurt some people, but that's just the way it is. But you people always notice, it's an election year, presidential election year. And I actually I actually felt bad about myself because, as you all know, you know my background. I'm not a perfect person. I made a mistake 18 years ago, and I'll be damned, I'm still paying for it today, and that's okay. That's okay. I hear about being a convicted felon for something that happened back in 1998, and I didn't sell dope. I didn't kill nobody, but I'm lumped in that group, so I'm just as bad, and I'll take that. I'll take my punishment. But then I look at the national level. We got Trump and Clinton, Democrat and Republican. But let me digress back to this idiot, Jameson. This ignorant son of a bitch has taken money from me. Now he's telling people on the internet or wherever the hell, give back Bob Romanik's money. Well, I don't think the state, and I don't think the children down in East St. Louis that ate good over Christmas, I don't think they want to give back the money. So you ever notice these asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitches that think they're better than everybody? These son of a bitches up on these pedestals, they want to dictate to us how to live, what to do, what to say, how to act. And I say to all that, kiss my white, hairy, stinky, wrinkled, smelly ass, you stupid son of a bitch. And when I talk about Jameson, I'm talking about the Republican organization in St. Clair County. Someone yesterday said, Bob, don't talk about the Republicans. You're running on the ticket. No, I don't agree with everything the Republicans say and do up in Springfield, up in Washington, D.C., and I certainly don't agree with everything the Democrats do in Springfield and up in Washington, D.C. But I've told you before, people need to vote the person, not the party. You know, there's enough blame to go around, Democrats and Republicans. And again, they'll tell me, hey, Bob, you're running as a Republican. You can't talk. I can talk about any damn body I want to talk about. I don't give a damn about the Republican organization. The Republican organization, as well as the Democratic organization, can kiss my ass because I don't give a damn. I give a damn about you people out there. I give a damn about the mainstream, the rank and file Democrats. I give a damn about the mainstream, the rank and file Republicans. I don't give a damn about party politics. The only son of a bitches that benefit from party politics are the leaders. Us, the followers, the vast majority of good Democrats, of good Republicans. We don't benefit from this crap. You get 5% of the Republicans, 5% of the Democrats who take control of their organization like this Jameson. And this asswipe son of a bitch, what a hypocritical bastard. You check his files up in Sangamon County, up in Springfield. Domestic violence charges, owed over $100,000 in child support, a couple DUIs. And the bastard's going to talk about me? I like to know, some of you son of a bitches out there, I don't believe I'm better than you, but I don't know how much worse I am than some of you bastards. But they all want to talk a good game. You got Barb Viviano up there in O'Fallon and Mary Turdman and John West. Don't forget him. Now, he's a big Republican. He's going to hurt me in the O'Fallon area. He's going to vote against me. That son of a bitch going to vote for a Democrat. Because that's how low life some of these son of a bitches are. But see, I don't give a damn. I'm going to talk about you because you deserve to be talked about. John West, Barb Viviano, Mary Turman. And then you got judges. Now, Ron Dupert, he's running as a Republican on the Republican ticket. Shouldn't talk about somebody on your ticket. See, we're not on a ticket. It's not a ticket. We're not taking a ride to Mars. We ain't getting a ticket to go to Mars. What do they call it, a ticket? We're not on a ticket, my ass. We're all running for office. And there's some decent Democrats running statewide, nationally, some even locally. There's some bad ones too. There's some good Republicans. And then there's, like me, some bad ones, but that's okay. It's your people's decision. You good people out there make the decision whether you want somebody that's been good all their life, and when I mean good, not got caught, or somebody who's not so good like me, who's not so good and made a mistake or two. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a lot more. If you people out there, if you live any kind of life, you're going to make a mistake after mistake after mistake. And it's the politicians. It's the politicians that decide if you're a criminal. My situation was around poker machines that I had nothing to do with. I was friends and legal investigator. Of course, anyway, 20 years ago, those poker machines were going to be the devastation of this great United States, of this state of Illinois. Now, all of a sudden, we needed the revenue, so the politicians, they decided that video poker, video gaming was okay. Now it's going to be the savior of the state with all the small businesses having the poker machines in, so everybody's starting to make a little bit more money. 15, 20 years ago, we were involved. It was illegal, criminal, but now it's not. And you've heard me before about marijuana. That just pisses me off. I feel bad. I put guys in jail 20 years ago for having marijuana, and they got a year or 2 or 3. Now, guess what? They're felons. Unbelievable. But now that we need the tax dollars because these asswipe son of a bitches in Springfield, both Democrats and Republicans, mind you, we need some more money. They've taxed us to death. So what are we going to do? We're going to have medical marijuana, and that's the first step to recreational marijuana, and it won't be 2 years, and there'll be recreational marijuana in the state of Illinois. So again, the politicians have made somebody criminals 20 years ago by saying marijuana is illegal, and you're a felon, go to jail, lose your job, you lose your reputation. But now, since the politicians, have squandered all of our hardworking taxpayers' money, and they know there'll be a revolt if they say we're going to raise taxes again, so they're going to legalize marijuana. They're going to legalize marijuana and have marijuana fees. So that's how they're going to get the money. So once again, these politicians make us criminals, and then they decriminalize the criminals. And who the hell are these son of a bitches, including me, if elected state representative? Why should I have your destiny in my hands? It's a pretty powerful position to be in. I don't really care to be in that position. I'm going to go to Springfield to help the people. Did you ever have some son of a bitch in government come up to you and say, knock on the door, hey, I'm here to help you? Are you crazy? Some of the bitches ain't never there to help you. You call up, you ask for information from the state, and you get held up. Then they either hang up on you, and I like that commercial for the satellite TV with the one old Saturday Night Live guy. They hang up on the people. They make them wait, then they hang up. I think that's the procedure. I think when you get a state job and you're in the informational end, they'll tell you, yeah, you talk nice to somebody, yes, sir, oh, have a great day, and hold on, and then 5 minutes later you hang up. I think they're taught to hang up on us, and they do. But anyway, we're going to take care of our little bit of housekeeping. Feel free to give us a call. We're going to talk about lobbyists in the state of Illinois. And we're going to talk about anything and everything that you good people want to talk about. Again, we are America's voice of freedom, the Patriot. You can call toll free 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. Don't hesitate to call. We can mix it up. We can cuss each other up to a point. We can agree to disagree because, see, I don't give a damn. I'm a crazy son of a bitch, the most controversial bastard on the radio, and I don't care. We can go anywhere you want to. It makes me no difference. Damiansville, great people out in Damiansville, July the 9th. They're going to have their Damiansville picnic. The annual church picnic will take place on the shaded church grounds on Saturday, July the 9th. Dinner is available, air-conditioned gymnasium, carryouts, bingo, picnic poker, inflatable rides, cold beer, and the such. Join us on July the 9th. And Jared Hartzman, thank you very much for that information. That's the Damiansville picnic right off Interstate 64, about 15 miles east of Fairview Heights. Great town. They've always been decent with me. Thank you guys very much. The St. James Catholic Parish and School Blood Drive coming up this Thursday, July the 7th, from 3 to 8 p.m. at the Parish Hall at 412 West Washington Avenue in Millstadt. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Marge at 618-401-5122. The Freeburg Police and Public Safety Fundraiser to be held at the Clinton Hills Golf Course on Saturday, July the 16th, starting at 1 o'clock p.m. shotgun start. If you'd like to get involved, need any information, or would like to donate, you can call our good friend, Trustee Matt Trout, who is the Emerald Greens golf pro. You can give him a call at 618-410-8077 to get involved. This fundraiser is for the Canine Corps in Freeburg, and any help you guys can give them out there, they sincerely appreciate it. This Friday and Saturday, July the 8th and 9th, at Liederkranz Park in Millstadt, Illinois, the 145th Annual Millstadt Fireman's Picnic. Saturday night, the Well Hungarians. Friday night, Middle Studs, chicken dinners, coldest beer in the world in Millstadt. Great people in Millstadt. And we want to salute again the Millstadt and all the fire departments, police departments, first responders. Their Fireman's Picnic, 145th Annual Millstadt Fireman's Picnic, will be held Friday and Saturday, July the 8th and 9th at Liederkranz Park. You can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling, for the best of all three of our stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. and now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Please like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can go to my personal Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, and cuss me out, give me crap. We don't give a damn. But on a serious note, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook, where you can get the best, the underbelly, all the political satire, the political cartoons. St. Clair County Freedom Coalition for you people that want to get involved in politics or want to know the underbelly. St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. On this date, July the 5th, 1865, the Secret Service began as part of the United States Treasury Department. On this date, July the 5th, 1937, Joe DiMaggio hit his first Grand Slam home run. Hey, it's a great date for Sweet Cakes Kern, that rotten, no-good piece of crap son of a bitch. And I like the, no, I don't. I hate the son of a bitch. July the 5th, on this date, 1946, the bikini swimsuit, designed by Louis Red, made its debut at a fashion show in Paris. And I would have to believe that Mark Sweet Cakes Kern was there waiting in line to buy him a pretty bikini because he looks so good in a bikini, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. On this date, July the 5th, 1947, Larry Doby became the first black ball player to play in the American League. On this date, July the 5th, 1950, the first American casualty in the Korean conflict occurred. On this date, July the 5th, 1975, Arthur Ashe became the first black man to win the Wimbledon singles title as he defeated Belleville native Jimmy Connors. On this date, July the 5th, 1989, Colonel Oliver North was fined $150,000 and given a suspended prison sentence for his role in the Iran-Contra affair. Whoa, another great date for sweet cakes. July the 5th, 1996, Dolly the sheep. We all remember Dolly the sheep. Became the first mammal cloned from an adult cell. And Mark Sweet Cakes Kern was on hand, I believe, I think, maybe, to help clone that sheep with disseminate. Yeah, I can't even go there. It's breakfast time. But you know what I mean. That's what happened on this date, July the 5th. Throughout all these years in our world's history. You know, politics are coming up. Politics, we live politics. We breathe politics, not just during the election. That's the problem. We breathe politics day in and day out. And a lot of people, they don't know what they think they know. And sometimes they do know what they think they know. But I like it in one of the opinions, one of the sound offs somebody called me. I usually don't go through most of them. It says, try to remember whatever your complaints are about St. Clair County, you know nothing yet. Try to remember that Governor Rauner and candidate Romanik, now they're putting me with Rauner, were gifts to you from the NRA, the National Rifle Association. Whatever son of a bitch said that, you stupid no good bastard. I can't even carry a gun. I'm a felon. What the hell am I a gift from the NRA? I'll NRA your ass, you stupid son of a bitch. Whoever wrote this, of course, they don't put their name on this crap. And you'd like to take over this area and run it their way. Well, I'll tell you what, you idiot, whoever you are, my way, the people's way, is a lot better than these politicians' way. If you think things are bad now, go ahead and let them do that. Then you'll really need a gun. What kind of idiot? I don't understand. I don't know why I always get brought up in everybody's conversation. Hopefully it's not because I'm that important, because if I'm that important, this world's coming to an end quick, because I've got just a little bit like the rest of us to offer. But when they try to put somebody up, not on a pedestal so much, but maybe make a target, that makes you something you're not. See, I never want to be what I hate. Never want to be a big shot. I want to be who the hell I am. I want to do what I do. And before we take a break, I got a call, and everybody knows, and this is alleged at this time, that Garrett Horner, and we're going to get on him after break, so anybody knows Garrett, tell him to turn on if he doesn't listen, and I think they all do up at the courthouse. Garrett Horner got a legal opinion I heard about LaToya Greenwood, the candidate running against me for state representative in the 114th Legislative District. It said, and he said, I guess through the Attorney General's office, who is a Democrat, that LaToya Greenwood can keep her seat as a city council member if she gets elected as state representative. And I know she's going to keep her position as human resource director that her daddy, Lonzo Greenwood, got her. You people can't go down there in East St. Louis, School District 189, and get a $100,000 a year job from Lonzo Greenwood. But he sure gave his daughter, LaToya Greenwood, a $100,000 a year job. Now, if she gets elected, she'll make $80,000, $90,000 as a state rep, $30,000, $40,000 as a council member for East St. Louis, and another $100,000 on the school board. But here's the most egregious. I had heard from good sources that they've hired a consultant, $100 an hour, professional consultant, who will be consulting with Mrs. Greenwood and will be handling her job when she's up in Springfield. And I say to that, if you don't need a human resource officer down there every day, get rid of that $100,000 plus benefits position that LaToya Greenwood has. She's going to be in Springfield 2 or 3 weeks at a time. Somebody's got to run that, and her daddy's taking care of her. $800 a day, people, that you're paying for. Some of you people don't make $800 a week. A lot of you people don't make $800 a week. But they're going to hire a professional consultant to take over for LaToya Greenwood when she's up in Springfield. How greedy can son of a bitches be? And I'm going to tell you how greedy they are when we come back, because they tell me Garrett Horner, and this is alleged at this point too, and we're going to get a freedom of information. Garrett Horner, the attorney for everybody, attorney for School District 189, who makes $400,000 or $500,000 a year. They say that he makes over $1.5 million as the attorney for SWIC, for Southern Illinois Western College in Belleville. We're going to find out, and we'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. We had a great time all over the metropolitan area. I was invited to a lot of events to speak, to just show up and shoot the bull. And I want to personally thank Commander Jimmy Johnson from the American Legion Post 1255, Stuckey, American Legion Post 1255. Commander Jimmy Johnson invited me out, little talk. Had great fireworks. Commander, you did a great job. Great people at all these VFWs, all these American Legions. We always get a great reception. And again, I can't thank you veterans enough for all you do. But Commander Johnson, thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you for the great fireworks display. And anything we can do for any of you guys at any point, please let us know. You know, when somebody comes after you personally, you got to go back after them. And we had this ass wipe. I don't even know this lady, Bobby Kipper Bradford, got on the internet and called me everything but a white man. And I understand that, but some crap you just can't take. And when they start just deliberately lying, so I kind of looked at Bobby, B-O-B-B-I, Bobby Radford. Looks like a stripper. Got a hot little body. Her husband, they tell me, works for Curtis McCall out at Cahokia. Allegedly has a long rap sheet. Allegedly, of course. We're trying to find out. And if we get it, we'll read it off to you. But, you know, why do these people get involved? And some bitches don't even know me. If you know me and you're pissed at me, I understand. But don't take somebody else's word. You know, they want to get mad and they want somebody else to, hey, this Romanik. Hey, you can all you bastards out there can kiss my ass. The Bobby Radfords, the Knippers, the McCalls. Don't give a damn. But don't think. And see, that's what's wrong, people. We've been so apathetic for so long. We let these ass-white bastards come after us, and we don't do anything about it. Well, come after Bob Romanik. I'm like Trump. Come after Bob Romanik. Hit me once, I'm going to hit you 10 times, and I don't give a damn. You can say what you want to say about me, but when you deliberately lie, you know, I can only, as we all can, only take so much. But Bobby Radford, I'm going to get on your ass. We're getting your background. We're going to find out all about you. They tell me she's got 4 or 5 nice cars, and she's a waitress. She's a waitress at River City Casino, and then she hangs at the Luminaire Casino. I don't know what they mean by hang. Bobby, can you call me? You stupid idiot. Can you call me and let me know what hanging is? Got some bad reports on you, Bobby, and if we can find out and get any information, I'll sure report it. But don't think you asswipe son of a bitch is going to give me crap and then me not give it back. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Again, national politics coming up, and we don't like to talk. We don't like to talk too much about national politics, but, you know, I actually thought that I was really the worst candidate running, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better about myself. I think Trump and Clinton are the worst candidates. I've never seen 2 presidential candidates that have so much baggage. You know, I got a tote bag compared, and a lot of other people have tote bags compared to Trump and Clinton. I mean, there's so much scandal going on both sides. But what I like is it's always a gotcha game. Trump said something about a 6-pointed star that was alleged to be a Jewish symbol, with Clinton with a lot of money in the background. And now they're making a big to-do. Well, Trump shouldn't have said that about the Star of David. You know, these people, these political people, what a bunch of idiots. I can understand why this country's in such bad shape. And what the problem is, people, I'm by far not the best candidate, but I'm probably better than 99% of these ass-white bastards. When are some of you good people going to come out and run for office? So son of a bitches like me and Trump and Clinton and round, all of them, all these ass-white bastards, when are some good candidates? When are some normal people going to run? It's time that you guys take back your great country, your cities, your counties, your state. Good people won't run. Good people won't run because if they have done something wrong, they don't want it brought up. And if they didn't do something wrong, somebody's going to say they did something wrong, and they don't want that brought up. You know, we scare off the good candidates, and then it takes so much money. It's unbelievable the money it takes to run an election. And it's a shame. Why the hell does it have to be millions of dollars spent to get a $400,000 a year job as president? Why do these governors spend millions and millions of dollars to get elected to a $150,000 position? You know, it's amazing. It's amazing why people want to take these offices. But then I think, well, that's not true. You see in the paper about these lobbyists, and it's amazing. I call them, me personally, I call them legal bribers. You get somebody runs for office, and see, running for office, most of these son of a bitches don't give a damn about being a politician, because they're not going to make a whole lot of money unless they steal some. But it's after they get in Washington, they get to Springfield, they get in these positions for a few years, they make a lot of friends, and then they become lobbyists, which I say is legal bribery, in my opinion, of course. Then they go out in the private sector and they become lobbyists. And that's when they make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $700,000 a year. I think if you're a politician, you shouldn't be able to be a lobbyist for at least, and I'm going to bring it up in Springfield if elected, and both sides, they don't want to see me up there. I really don't care to go up there because it's going to be a pain in my ass, but because it's going to be a pain in my ass, I'm going to put a little pain in their ass. But I would say 10 years. You have to wait 10 years to become a lobbyist. Now, you know how many politicians wouldn't want to be politicians? So not to help and be a public servant. They want to be politicians so they can get all this influence. They want to sell their influence years after they're out of office. They want to become lobbyists. How many politicians, congressmen, senators, Kit Bond, everybody, they all become lobbyists. Unbelievable, isn't it? If you made them wait 10 years, and I'll put that legislation up in Springfield, if you're a political person, you cannot lobby unless you're 10 years out of political office. And by that time, you're not going to have any influence because the people that you dealt with, the people that you did favors for as a congressman, as a senator, as a state representative, as a state senator, they'll be gone. So 10 years, and people will say, that's not right. The hell it's not. Why should people benefit from being an elected official and then going out in the private sector, and the only reason they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars in the private sector is because they were a politician? Now, if you don't like that, then don't become a politician. Become a lobbyist. Don't run for office. Become a lobbyist. No, they can't do that because they have to have that vote in Springfield in Washington. They have to be able to do favors for people so they can get favors back. That's why I say a lobbyist, to me, in my opinion, is no more than a legal briber. And that's all it is to you people. I can say alleged all day long. We know what the hell's going on. But it just pisses me off. They're talking about who spent the most money to lobby for this NGA, for the spy agency. They could have spent $5 zillion. The federal government was not coming to St. Clair County because of the political culture of corruption, the democratic culture of corruption in St. Clair County. There's no way in hell that they were coming to St. Clair County. And as Sprague and Kern and all of them said, we had the best facilities, the best location, the best this, the best that. Yes, you had the best of everything, but you had the worst in public service. You had the worst in your elected officials, and that trumped anything. That cost us in the end $3 or $4 billion, people. So you can thank Mark Sweet Cakes Kern, you can thank God Sprague, you can thank John Red on the Noodle like a pecker on a poodle bear civic. You can thank all these son of a bitches in St. Clair County. They cost us $3 to $5 billion. What a shame. What a shame that these bastards after 50 years are still sitting in office. It's the same group. They handed down generation after generation, their families. All the families have jobs. And we're going to take care of that too. But getting back to Harner, we're going to get an FOI. They tell me that Garrett Harner, and it's alleged at this point, makes $1.5 million in legal fees at Swick College in Belleville. Now, that $1.5 million in legal fees, people, is our money, our taxpayers' money. I don't see SWIC being sued that much. I don't see that much legal activity. Of course, I don't see it down in East St. Louis, where Garrett Harner is also the attorney for School District 189, making $400,000 or $500,000 a year. I don't see where Senator Foghorn, I say Buckwheat Claiborne, making $700,000-$800,000 a year in East St. Louis. You people, that's our money. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? Some of you people aren't eating. Your families are starving. And we're giving these bastards all of our tax dollars? It'd be different if it was their family business. It's not their family business. It's the taxpayers' business. And speaking of taxpayers' business, we're also, because elections starting to heat up, we're going to get a Freedom of Information at St. Clair County. It's alleged at this point that there's all kind of people on the payroll who work 1 day a month. Professional people, I guess lawyers and consultants, they get full benefits. They get insurance. They get money. They get a pension for 1 day a month. And I know for a fact people that used to work at the county, and the only reason they worked at the county 1 day a month, so they could get $800, $900, $1,000, $1,200 a month insurance paid for them and their families. Of course, along the way, they got a small paycheck and they got a pension at the end of 10 years. Do you understand now, people, why these pensions, why we're billions and billions of dollars in debt? These politicians, they never lose a paycheck. They never lose any of their pension money. The hardworking Teamsters, the unions do. Everybody else does. They're going to take away pensions from everybody. And I believe for the county board members, and I know they're going to get pissed at me, why the hell does a part-time position, they're making $20,000, $25,000 a year. They get full coverage insurance in St. Clair County for a half-hour meeting once a month. They get full insurance for them and their families, and they get a pension at the end of their terms if they spend so many years. Now, do you people understand what we're talking about when they talk about being billions and billions in debt? That's our money, people, and we're sitting on our lame, lazy asses. Quit being apathetic this year. And again, I'm not the best candidate, but I'm the best candidate you're going to get to go to Springfield, because I'm going to wipe this crap out. I don't want any money. I'm not taking a salary. I'm not like LaToya Greenwood, my opponent, who, if she gets elected, will be making about $250,000 off the backs of the hardworking taxpayers, especially the people in my district down in East St. Louis. Some of them can't afford a car to drive, and if they had a car, they couldn't afford gas. When are you people going to wise up? All throughout this great state, all throughout this great country, this crap's got to stop. We're so far in debt, and now the Democrats and the Republicans in Springfield, they're costing us more money and more money and more money. The vendors who they're not paying get 1% per month when they don't get their money that they deserve for renting office space and doing different services for the state. So at the end of the year, we've paid those people, if we owed somebody $1 million in rent for office space, we're paying them $1,120,000. We're paying them 12% at the end of the year, people. Our credit rating is down. And it's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans too. I go to Springfield, I'm going to let both sides know. You guys are all a bunch of idiots. It's been over a year, people. Over a year. The state of Illinois is a laughingstock. You think people are moving into Illinois with the highest tax rates, with the highest real estate taxes? Do you think people are running into the state of Illinois, or do you think they're running out? And that's just less tax? People are running out, moving out of the state of Illinois in droves, and it's going to get worse. And then because of these bastards, Democrats and Republicans can't get together in Springfield, that it's costing us on $1 million debt that we have, and we've got $1 billion and billions of dollars. 12% we've had to pay this year, people, because the budget wasn't approved. So these vendors aren't getting paid. So on $1 million, You hear me? On $1 million that's owed to a vendor. Now we owe him $1,120,000. It cost us for that one individual alone $120,000. And it's going to be another percent this month and another percent next month and another percent. What in the hell are we going to tell these son of a bitches in Springfield? Get off your asses. It's been over a year, people. And they work for us. We don't work for them. But we're the ones, we the taxpayers, we the people of the state of Illinois. We're the ones suffering. I ain't seen one of them son of a bitchin' politicians up there lose a paycheck. I ain't seen one of them have their insurance dropped or their pensions dropped because of this financial debacle that they're creating. Not one, people. The only ones suffering are us, the taxpayers, their bosses. When the hell are we going to wise up? This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Sorry we didn't get to all the callers. We've got a lot of callers, but I was ranting and raving as usual. But before we go, St. Clair County, there's a bid rigging case in St. Clair County. I can't believe that. Something goes wrong, something illegal alleged in St. Clair County. Thousands of property owners lost money due to a bid rigging at St. Clair County Courthouse. You hear me? According to a class certification motion in a suit filed against St. Clair County Democratic Culture Corruption Treasurer Charlie the Greasy No-Count Good-for-Nothing son of a bitch Suarez and the bidders that he allegedly favored. See, this crap goes on all the time, people. This gentleman paid $1,700 in interest on a $1,500 tax bill. Do you hear me? $1,700 interest on the 15. That's over 100% interest on another property in Lebanon. They paid $2,000 on an interest on a $1,800 tax bill. $2,000 interest on an $1,800 tax bill. Do you understand what's going on? You know, former Madison County Treasurer Fred Bathon, he pled guilty to criminal antitrust violations in federal court in 2013, and he served time along with the Scott McLean and Attorney John Basson. Now it's coming to St. Clair County. Do you understand, people? All this crap is going on. And then in Cahokia, they got a big lawsuit going on in Cahokia. They filed the class action suit. And this is not the police officers doing it. This is the politicians on the money grab. It's $300 to get a toll release. And that's just to get a toll release so you can go pay for the storage and the toll charge. So that's probably $500, $600, $700, $800. But the village of Cahokia, Curtis McCall and his group, and you people out there in Cahokia, you got what you wanted, and I don't think you want what you got. But they're filing suit against Cahokia, required to pay $300 to sign a toll release so they could go and pay for their toll bill and their storage. And again, that's not the police officers. They're just doing their job. It's these asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing politicians that need the money. They've taxed us to death. And this is all St. Clair County. And guess who the attorney is in Cahokia? The one, the only, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal, Bob Sprague. What an asswipe, no good piece of crap he is. The chairman for the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, the chairman for the St. Clair County Culture of Corruption people, and we can put a stop to it in 2016 on November the 8th to vote these asswipe bastards out. It's time for a change, and you hear that every 2 years, you hear that every 4 years, but this is the time, people. It is time for a change, not just in St. Clair County, but throughout this once great state of Illinois and throughout this great country of ours. We can make a difference on Election Day. Don't be apathetic. Get out and vote. And if you put new people in and they don't do their job, get rid of those son of a bitches. But you've heard me 1,000 times. Don't let us sit there for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years like the Democratic culture of corruption has been in St. Clair County. Throw our lame asses out after one term. Put somebody else in there that's going to do the job. You'll get some good people. You'll get some good people that'll serve the community, not just serve their personal interest, like these asswipe political no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitches have been doing for the last 100 years in this country of ours. Let's put a stop to it. The perfect storm is now, people. The perfect storm is November of this year. Let's think about it. Let's all get together and do something before it's too late. And we're right on the cusp of being way, way too late. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll continue this journey to rid this great country, this great state, these great counties, to rid these county states and our great country of these no-count, good-for-nothing, low-life, parasitical, perverted punks that we call politicians, these cockroach-sucking son of a bitches. So we'll continue right here to expose these asswipe bastards, these bottom-feeding son of a bitches. That's what they call me. I like that term. And we'll continue, people, to unite. Men, women, black, white, Democrats, Republicans, unite together. And together we can do what we need to do, what we have to do to make this country better for all of us, for our children, grandchildren, and future generations. Destroy these no-good son of a bitch, these low-life bastards. Destroy them once and for all. Politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the